Hello and welcome to this guide about lime. So what is lime? Lime is a white caustic alkaline substance consisting of calcium oxide, which is obtained by heating limestone. You can make lime in game, but that's not how you do it. We'll get to that later in the video. It's used in soil or water to reduce acidity and increase fertility. Now that is what we do in FS22. We use lime to increase fertility. So the purpose of lime in game is to increase your yield. In base game it gives you a 15% yield bonus, and with precision farming turned on it gives you 30 points extra on your environmental score. It does also increase the yield slightly. From my testing it's between 5 and 8% if you've got it on perfect versus if it's bad, but that's not set, it's just approximate from my loose testing. So this is the symbol for lime, so if you're needing to find it in game or purchase it in store, this is the symbol that you need to look for when you are purchasing lime. So now we're going to look at how to use lime and when to use lime, as well as some of the implements that we will be using to spread the lime. So this is how to use lime. We're base game, no precision farming on. As you can see on the bottom right, it's telling us that this field needs lime and it needs ploughing. So we get into our tractor and we turn on the lime spreader and we just go and we cover the whole field. It's very easy to see where you've been. If you do struggle, we're missing a bit obviously to the left there. If you do struggle, you can go into the map and it'll show you where on the field still needs limed, which will show you that in a second as well. But it is that simple. Turn on the spreader and let loose. And you want a nice coverage of the whole field. We'll quickly have a look on the map to show where we have limed and where we haven't. So when you open your map, you want to go to the soil composition. Now, the issue I have with this screen is the fact that it says need ploughing takes over everything. Yet, I will see later when the best time to lime is, but I find that you should lime before you plough. It just makes it easier. If you take that off, that shows you where you've been and where still needs lime. See? Nice and easy. Now, let's get on to precision farming. We're now on to the precision farming side of lime. And you'll notice the field information, it doesn't tell us that we need lime. But below that, in the precision farming section, it tells you the soil type and the pH level required for that soil type to get the optimum amount of yield from your crop. So we're aiming in sandy loam for 6.5. However, if we go here, loamy sand needs 6. So it will vary over the course of your field how much lime you put down. But fortunately, the game can do that all automatic for you, or you can do it yourself. Like the base game, it is loosely every 3 harvests that you need to put down more lime. So it has a scale, a traffic light scale for the pH level. As you can see now in the bottom right, it is pH value bad, it is in red. It also has an orange setting and it has a green setting. The green is obviously where you want to be, dark green, and then it goes to light green. If it's in green, there's very little difference in the yield regardless if it's dark or light. Even when you go to orange, it doesn't drop off that much in terms of yield. From my testing, it was 2 to 3% yield difference. And then once you go to red, it does drop to 5 to 8. And I didn't let it go any lower than it is right here. You'll see on the top left with the precision farming that it gives you how much you're going to dose. So once we're on the field, you can see there, we have our target of where we need to get to for this soil type. So that tells you how much you're going to be putting down as well. So if we start up the spreader, so currently we're putting down 6.13 tons per hectare, and it's on automatic. And it's probably going to just stay at that because there's going to be very little difference because it's a small field. Yep, so this, you don't have to worry about the dosage you're putting down, you just automatically go. I thought you could change the dosage, but I don't think you can for lime. I think you can only do that for your fertilizer. So you'll see on the bottom left on the map, it's showing you the pH level across the field. So it's obviously going to be tied into the soil types as well. So So you will see some darker areas and lighter areas, but that's all okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not trying to get the whole field to one level of pH. It's totally determined by your soil type. So this is a precision farming map. So I just wanted to show you the fact that we have 3 different soil types, so we should have 3 different pH levels. So we can do that by scrolling across here. So that's your 3 soil types. And then you can see we've got 3 different types of pH as well. So obviously we've not done up here, so it's still in the orange, but we will get up to the darker green. But you don't want it to be one colour. Unless your field is one soil type, it will not be one colour, so do not worry about it always being fully one solid colour of green. It will be a variety of different colours of green. So the next thing we're going to speak about is when to lime. In my opinion, the best time to lime is straight after harvest. Lime is not affected by the next crop or anything like that, it's solely down to soil type. So I would fully go with liming straight after harvest. If you've got other things you need to do on your field, like periodic ploughing and stuff like that, I would do it before that, so that you get the lime down and embedded into the soil before you do anything else. So that is the best time to lime in my opinion. Maybe others think of something else, but straight after harvest, get that lime in. As I said before, on base game, after every 3 harvests, you put down lime. On precision farming, you just have to keep checking the pH level to see when you need to actually apply any lime onto the field. Now, let's have a look at what implements we can use. So the implements that you can spread lime with in base game are very limited. There's 2 options, and they're from the same manufacturer. They're pretty much the same, just one's bigger than the other. They are very customizable though. You can increase the size, and there's different spreader things you can put on the back. So they're not terrible, it's just there's not much choice. Fortunately though, the modding community has come through with a variety of different mods for doing spreading and things like that. So there's tons of options on ModHub and probably other third-party mod sites as well. So there is a plethora of things there as well that you can look at if you're wanting a bit of something different rather than just these 2 Breedle spreaders. So you can find those spreaders in fertilizer spreaders. There's no separate one for lime spreading, they're all in here. So these are your options base game for spreaders, and 2 of them can do lime, that's it, and you'll see the lime icon down there. However, there are a plethora of mods that do lime. As you can see, we've got more and more. So there's quite a lot of options on ModHub that you can use, so that you don't have to just stick with these ones if you don't want to. But that is where to find them as well. And now we're going to look at where to buy and how you can make lime. So where to buy lime? You can buy lime at the shop or at a lime station. So you can get bulk from the lime station, pallets from the shop, and big bags from the shop. For bulk buy, it is shown on the map under loading stations. So if you wanted to filter through everything just so you could see where if there was any on your map, click everything else off, it'll show you only loading stations, and you can just click on them to find the lime station. Not every map has a lime station. All the base game ones do. You can purchase your lime here in bulk, or you can go to the shop and get pallets or big bags. Now the cost of these, one of these pallets is $450, pounds or euros. Big bag, $350, pounds or euros for the same quantity. So if you're wanting to save a bit of money, big bag it up. So the bulk store is actually more expensive than the big bags on this map currently. So it's 179 per 1,000, which equates to, yeah, that's 358 per 2,000. So it's slightly more expensive. Now, to fill your implement up from any of these, it is fairly simple. You get in your tractor, you have your implement attached, you press F1, it'll tell you to start filling, and you can start filling. And it's exactly the same for the big bags as well. You just pull up beside them, hit refill, and you can easily get them put into your implement. Or you can use the manual method with a forklift and you can lift them up. They have holes underneath so that you can take them up and over and it'll come out like they would in real life. Same goes for the big bag. We don't want to drop that in there, that would be bad. Now you can buy bulk like this and put it into a trailer. So that's what we've done here. We bought this and put it into a trailer. However, if you do that, you will not be able to just drive next to it and put it into your implement, which I will show you. You will need to scoop it all up with a bucket. So as you can see, we cannot load it straight from the ground. So you can make lime in game with the help of some mods. It's not available in the base game, I don't believe. So with this mod you can add water and field stones and you get lime out. Which is brilliant if you've got field stones turned on because it gives you an actual home for them. I know you can sell them, but this is much better. You can recycle them and actually use them and put them back on the field, which is great. There are other ones available, I'm sure, but this is just the one I had available to me today. So when it comes to storing lime, you can get bulk containers that will store lime on your farm for you if you're wanting to store it in bulk and buy it in bulk. In regards to selling lime, it's map dependent. This map does not allow you to sell lime. I've put this station on which then allows me to sell lime on this site. However, there is nowhere else to sell lime on this map. It is fully map dependent. So that is everything about lime, I think. I hope. If you got any questions about anything else about lime, please let me know in the comments down below. Ask away, and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.